Hello and welcome back to Fairweather Trains and another quick train fair unboxing. We attended this train fair from today about a week ago. It's only a small one run by a guy who has a model shop in the area, and there's about 10-12 different layouts there, the highlight of which was a big boy in G scale chuffing around, which is pretty impressive. And there's only his own trade stand there and a couple of others who do older stuff like Hornby Dublo and Airfix and stuff like that. So we didn't get a lot, so this won't take long. So the first thing is this Bachmann maintenance of way vehicle, which is a motorized track cleaning diesel. Let's have a look. What's the sound at the end of the box? There we go. I just picked this up, it was cheap, and I just wanted to see what it's like. I probably won't use it for track cleaning at all, but you can see that there. I'll just grab it out of the box. There we go. It's got all the paperwork with it. I'm not going to show this running because getting all those tiny wheels on the track there is nigh on impossible, and it'll take me half an hour. But it's got lights at both ends, and in there you would have a small piece of cleaning material, and these white vents on the top come off, and there's a tank in there that you would fill up with your cleaning fluid. But I'll just probably run it as it is. I'll stick to my electronic track cleaner and stuff by hand really to get things properly clean. But it's not a bad little model, as you can see. So it's got working lights and runs rather well. But yeah, putting those wheels on is a bit of a nightmare, I have to say. Yeah, decent little thing. That was cheap enough. Next up, we've got an old, what's this? East German loco, I think. This is from 1984, according to the paperwork. This is a Piko BR01 locomotive. It's tender driven. I'll show you the end of the box. There we go. Not sure what that tells you. But yeah, that's a tender driven loco. I'll just push this out the box as well. There, you can see it now. Considering how old it is, it's pretty well detailed. Decent printing, lots of good moulding, like a lot of these engines have from back then. So it's tender driven. No ring fill motor though, it's a pretty decent can motor. Does run well. A lot of this running gear is plastic, unfortunately, but it does run well. It's not too noisy either. It's got an interesting tender coupling there where it just sort of pushes together and clips in. But yeah, there is paperwork with this as well, although it is all in German. But yeah, that's another one. As you can tell by the box that's been sitting here, we've also picked up a DMU Class 150. Let's take that box off. Now you can see that sitting over there in the background. Those of you who are familiar with Bachmann DMUs will know that they're very well detailed and generally excellent runners. This is good. This has got working directional lights. We'll just run it along. Runs well too. Bring it back in. this was supposedly second hand. I wouldn't be surprised if this had never been run or hardly ever been run. It's in Regional Railways livery. Prefer Great Western, but there you go. We'll let that one just go round and keep an eye on it. Then we've got one more to look at. Just to rearrange the camera. So let's bring this one in. This is the lovely Bachmann City class. This one's called City of Bath. Gorgeously painted. Lots of detail on these. This is apparently made in conjunction with the National Rail Museum. You can see lovely lining. Does run well. Let's have a look in the cab. Don't know if I've got enough light to show in there at the moment. No, probably not. Well, as you can see, it does run well, except, and I'll show you this as it goes around the corner. Just watch the running gear. Keep an eye on the running gear as it goes around the corner. You might be able to tell already. Yeah, it's on the wonk. When it goes around corners. You see it there, look. There we go. Appears to be alright in reverse, and if you go at any speed around the bend, it just locks up completely. So the seller obviously didn't know it was this like this when he sold it me, so I was going to contact him and send it back, but you don't see these very often, and they're pretty decent, as you can tell. So I did a bit of searching around to see what was wrong with it, and as far as I can tell, it's this here. It's not fixed to the axle as well as it should be, so if there's any strain on it, it stops going round with the wheel, which makes it go out all on the wonk, as I say. So I was considering different ways to fix it, and then I remembered Bachmann have a really good spares website, so I had a look on there and managed to find these. Brand new set of driving wheels. I think they were 12 quid. So rather than send it back, because I like this loco so much and I just don't see them at toy fairs at all, and if they come up on eBay, which is quite rare, they go for ridiculous money. So I thought I'd invest in 12 quid set of wheels, stick them on, and hopefully they'll sort it out. Because it's a decent looking thing. I think, well, I can't find much on YouTube about them, but I think Sam's Trains did a review of one called the City of Truro, which is the same, just different name, some time back. But yeah, it's a good looking thing, this. That's why I'm so glad I got it, and glad Bachmann have a decent spares website. If only Hornby would do the same thing. Instead of having nothing, or you having to go through Peter's Spares or someone. But yeah, the Bachmann Spares website is good. If you've not looked at it and you need anything, it's pretty decent. It even has loads and loads of paperwork for older models, all the way back to split chassis models and all that. You can find paperwork on there, exploded diagrams. Definitely worth a look if you need anything like that. Anyway, so that's all we got from that toy fair, train fair rather. Nothing else to report. The DMU still going around. That's a gorgeous thing as well. But this one for me was the star of the show, and if I can get it working properly, if the wheels do the trick, I shall be over the moon. So we haven't got a train fair now, I don't think, before Worley, which we will be going to. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.